Here in Central Phoenix, we have a workshop for Freedom's Phoenix. I'm the publisher of freedomsphoenix.com, talk show host on Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock on 3 networks nationally. A lot of people want to know where we do all of our stuff to penetrate into the matrix. Well, there's a Freedom's Phoenix workshop, and I'm going to show it to you. But you have to understand, we're in the back of a strip center that has no store frontage. We're not here where anybody can see us, and if you don't know where it's at, you're not going to find it. I'm going to show you what we do. This is all that you see of Freedom's Phoenix. Most that we have is a little sign on the door to make sure you know you're in the right place. When you go in, we have a lot of events here, and we'll have people be greeted here at the front door. And before I even show you what we got, I'll just show you our room for expansion. We have a lot of room to grow. We have signs that we've done and stencils for everything. There's a lot of stuff. I'm just going to show you how we do it. Here we have a few workstations for some of the activists. We have Apple, we have PCs, we have workstations for other people come in with their laptops and so on. Here's where we do a lot of our meetings and speeches and press conferences and everything that we do here. It has where we can have our potlucks, and we have a refrigerator and a little meeting area. But this is the almost free press. We've had the printing press since 1994. In 1994, we got this old A.B. Dick 360 printing press that we've used to print stuff for a long time. When we need to get some work done, we can get it done like that. Everything in here is on wheels. These are folders that we have for different material. This is an industrial cutter that we use for cutting a lot of things that we need to cut. This has been an accumulation of equipment over a period of a couple of decades. What we knew that we needed was also the ability to do t-shirts. We have a 6-head t-shirt silk screener, flash dryer and a conveyor to dry the material. These cabinets over here have all our equipment inside. So we just, put all of our things that we need to be able to do. The screens are down here. We have chemicals and so on that we put in. All the equipment, all the supplies that we need to do shirts are in here. Then we have sign production. Sign production is done with a lot of different ways. This is one of my favorite because it allows an individual to make a bunch of signs. Use these stencils, spray it, pull it out, cut it, do another one. This is a mechanism that we've kind of evolved to. Generally, we just do them on driveways and so on, but we wanted to be able to have a piece of equipment that we could move around, had all the supplies here, so that we didn't get all messed up here at the workshop. And you can get as elaborate as you want and have some fun. We also have a video studio. This is the studio that we built in order to be able, when we need to do the news or something's going on, here we are. And we have a teleprompter that we've built. We have the lighting system. We have a lot of things that we can take out on location. We can do green screen, and we've been able to, and we need to use this more than we do, but we're usually on scene. It's not as fun to be sitting here talking about an event when more often than not, we're out making the news on our own anyway. The radio studio is fully equipped. We have everything that we need to be able to penetrate into talk radio. We have ISDN lines that we go into the networks, and they distribute to the affiliates all over the country. We have all the equipment that we need, and in the studio. This is the video command center. when we do our videos, we can run everything through here, and it runs into the boards over here. We go to the B bus, controls all the audio and video feeds from the studio. This is, everything's on movable wheeled tables, and when we are building something or making something or anything that we need, we do it with this equipment over here. The actual radio studio is here. And this is where we broadcast. The one thing that I wanted to make sure everybody knows is that you don't really need all of this stuff to do it, but it sure is nice. This is my office, and we just added this not too long ago because there's so much activity here that I'm always having people touching my settings and stuff on the computer, so I need to have our settings to where I didn't have anybody messing with it. We keep a lot of our expensive equipment and such in the safe. This is where we plan all of the radio. We have producer works out of here, schedules our guests and so on, and this is primarily where we focus on the radio, is out of this office. One of the most important and effective ways that we have to communicate with people is with DVDs. We have the ability to manufacture tens of thousands of DVDs. These 11 stack duplicators and these 3 duplicators are able to make between 300 and 500 DVDs an hour. These are the labels, the sleeves, and this is what we have left over. About, there's 100 in each one of these packs, so we're looking at maybe 10,000 we have left over from original of 50,000, and we've had probably another 50,000 that we've done before that. These are donated by people for us to be able to make the DVDs that educate people. These are the blank shirts that we have in order to imprint whatever we want on them. We have baby clothes and stars and polo shirts and t-shirts of various colors and so on. Not because we really can do it any cheaper than a professional silkscreen t-shirt place, because it's a lot of work. What was important is that we had the ability to make them right then. We have all the equipment that we need. When we find out that someone's coming in a couple of hours, or there's some event, or Al Gore is speaking at Chase baseball field to tell whatever, we have the opportunity to be able to immediately come up with artwork that we generate on the computers, put on the screens, and start making shirts for hours later. We have 20 shirts that we need right then is better than, I don't know, ones that we didn't have made the day after the event was over. This primarily is where all of the work of Freedom's Phoenix and the Love-Olution comes out of. We have a lot of room for expansion, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys got a dose of what it is that we use to make sure that we're relevant to the activism that's needed in this country.